Hey, welcome back to Chesterville, where, first of all, I made you an extra bed. I've got one in my, don't do anything to it, I'll show you something neat. Got one in here.
Okay.
So we have that to carry around, but since it's actually nighttime, I tested this last night. They fixed the thing where you slide out of these things if there's something above you. So pick a bed and sleep real quick, and then I just found that curious. It used to be if you tried this, you'd slide all night. Of course, the night's really long right now because of lag, but we're somehow really still here. Huh? Okay, there we go. Anyway, grab the top bed if you want and just carry it with you or something. And then also about beds, yeah, I let this run for a few game days, and there's no iron guys out here. I don't even see any like offset in a village. Certainly not the library, the hell over there, but here. And then it got me thinking a little, and it just seems obvious suddenly that there shouldn't be any concern. Okay, someone at some point came up with this, I don't know, myth that, like, if you do a villager breeder, you've got to, once they exist, they've created, they've spawned, they've reproduced. You got to transport the new villagers like 160 meters away, so they're not associated with the bed that has to be in proximity, or else they won't breed. But see, here's the problem with that. This is built the way it is, that being, about 15 meters, 16 is what counts. The iron guys that are spawning in there, unless we just lost them all, we'll get more. They talk to each other. At some point, at least one of them is like, hey, we need an iron guy, we don't have one. And that basically conjures one. It spawns within 16 meters in some radius, any radius, of whichever villager thought it would be a good idea. It can, however, spawn on lower slabs, which is, that. Can't spawn on glass. Can't evidently spawn on lights, although I'm not sure I trust that, because I've seen weird things happen. So, yeah, I would think if we had a village that was just, basically, we could put it right next to this, and provided there was no unauthorized spawning platform, only in the water where we want them, I think it would work. So, we could try that, I guess. And the reason I'm thinking, actually, one thing I'm thinking is this is stupid. There's really no good reason to have a light right there. I should have something somewhere. Well, that's the wrong kind, isn't it? Yeah, I don't know if I have any just those. Let's just not even have this be a thing. It's just been bugging me. Because if you're not, oh, that's interesting. Stupid, but interesting. And there's nothing I can do to it now. As such. Huh. Anyway. By the way, what is... I guess that's probably a good thing. Yeah, this doesn't have to be... It's light enough. I mean, it's light level 0, but nothing could spawn here anyway, so who cares? It's all glass, it's fine. It was just dumb leaving it that way. There's more iron guys. Yeah, they can only spawn in there because everything else is a spawn-proof surface. So we could argue. My only concern is, like, if these guys I think all have jobs. It looks like they have jobs, but that's meaningless. If we haven't actually talked to one of them, it could be like he could still switch jobs if we changed out what profession was available. So if we had one right next door, we might cross-contaminate, like... And especially the new guys might see stuff here and think, oh, that's going to be mine. He can't reach it and he sucks. It could have. I don't know if it will. Similarly, we could just build one on top of this, make it like a skyscraper of villages. Somewhat literally, because at 255 we would have to stop building. It would run out of room. But here at 60-something, we're 63. My concern with that is we want the iron guys to... If it were above this, it would have to go through a hole in the floor, land there. And a fair percentage, in fact, damn near all of them would ultimately land on the cactus, and it would probably just destroy the iron they were dropping, so that makes it meaningless. Although, the reason I would want another village is I just emptied what I could, like, in a reasonable time frame. Iron is, that's all full again. That's leaking. That was lit up. I've added a couple of new boxes. This one's like almost, well, it's 2/3 full, in fact. And that one's ready to go. So we have iron in, unreasonable amounts, which means technically roses are becoming a thing. We're going to want to, like, either give up on them or something. There's a few options for those. Yeah, another reason I'm thinking the village might not be a big deal to build another one nearby is that we have this here, which I guess it'd be hard to guess if we had like an extra cleric. I'd have to count what we have and what we should have. If someone became a cleric, because there might be like upwards of 4 villagers based on, there's like more beds than workstations. So there might be 4 in here who don't have jobs. It is possible. And one of those 4 might have a job because he thinks he's close enough to that brewing stand to make it work. So yeah, I'm a little cautious about just building up with the system we're using. There is a way to do it. There's arguably a couple ways to do it, but I don't. One would involve either would involve redesigning things pretty hard, and one of them, I could use lava, but with wood and other elements, and there's no way to. It's just a problem. The other option, I'd have to build down a couple meters, which would really suck, considering the whole hopper line. Or I have to build up a couple. That I guess could be an option, maybe. And the thing is, we would need something that we don't have and can't get. It's newer than the map, and wandering traders never have it. I don't know if I have an example of it. I'm trying to think what it's used for. I don't think it's used for anything. Someone might buy I have this here, which is kind of a cheat sheet. Someone might buy something from it. I don't know if it would be actually, I don't see it there. There's a new food, technically. I think it's as of 114. Yeah. And it's this kind of thorn bush thing, which is really good at killing iron guys, as good as a cactus. And the advantage is you can put it... I could put... I could replace the sand that the cactus is growing on with dirt. Replace a cactus with this thorn bush. It would kill those things. And the difference is if I put a minecart under the dirt and a hopper under the minecart, iron dropping through the bush would end up in the system. At this point, it's basically the center point there. You can't really see it, so it's really stupid how I'm talking about this. Give me this. I'll just go up there. I don't have a way in there from down here. Let me have that back. So yeah, replace the sand with dirt. Put this thorn bush on the dirt. Then a minecart, then a hopper. So basically a lot like all the pickup systems we have, except it wouldn't be mobile. That could work. The problem is, given the location of this, if we replace the sand with dirt, then it's right there. Down one for the minecart, and then down one more for the actual hopper. And the difference is that right now, that line of hoppers leading out, these hoppers are at the same altitude as the sand. So down one to get into the minecart puts it at the level of those hoppers, and then down one more, which means, we have to basically rebuild every damned hopper leading over to the system. I don't know if I want to do that. Or, alternatively, we just build a village next door to this. I think that might work. We could try it. We have the material. I mean, just if we made it out of the same damn thing again, we have that. It's easy. we're not really struggling for stuff anymore, so...
Yeah.
Let me actually drop off some stuff that I don't need. At the speed of hitching. Well, I probably would have been able to use that. Whatever, I don't care, we'll get more. Yeah, grab some just spruce wood. That's our... Well, actually, at this point, we could probably make it out of this stuff. Because going through and tearing down all these is about as fast as tearing down a spruce tree, and it grows, you get more out of it. I guess I don't much care. Let me just put this on so I can clear up some room. And... Wow. I do have room. Okay. Put these back so you, I guess, can just chop down trees if you want.
Okay.
Oh, you know what? I gotta ditch one of these. I don't have room to do anything more than hold on to a bunch of logs. I can't split it into anything and still hold it. It's fine. It's done. Hitch. Just lag. It's horrible. It's about to get worse if I do this, I suppose. Yeah, if we just actually in building this, we're oh, that sucks. Oh no, it's stupid, but it'll be fine. I don't think we have enough, but we could buy it. We could make it out of glass. We have a lot of glass.
We really do.
And I think, I mean, based on this, with glass, we wouldn't have to... Let me put this back. I changed my mind. I'm going to make it out of glass. Because we do have enough librarians with glass for sale that we should be able to stock up as we need it. I've been typically having trouble even containing it all. Because it's like 4 things of glass for 1 emerald. So if I go in with emeralds, especially like a stack of cubes or something, it's just insane. Let's just... then the question is, do we want to play with these lights anymore? It would look uniform, I just don't know if it might be a hassle. I'm also trying to think exactly where things are going to go. Let me get some glass, I'll find out. Well, okay. And just to cement that that's all that goes in there. Yeah, if we go here... I guess it makes sense. Oh, and by the way, with because we have all this iron, my thinking is we just do a whole iron village. We have probably just toolsmiths. I think they're the most useful. It means these things, which is like 4 wood and 2 iron, and we have an abundance of both. Opening them up, we can either buy stuff and throw it away, or some of them have... there, he wants coal, which we have coming in now, so that's an option. I think we just do that. And, so, what are you doing?
Probably chopping down trees.
Okay, whatever. I was wrong. We shouldn't do that.
Well,
I get it. I know, it's fine. Yeah, so I guess... I don't really get... Is that a... Okay, so it'd be sharing that. Which means... Yeah, we'd want to go here like this. And on this one axis, of course, we have a kind of a blueprint in place. We just stick to what we have. We can't use glass in the middle, obviously, or lights for that matter, but, oops. See, that doesn't help me. Actually, give me silk, yeah. That way I don't go through the wood behind. Oh, just give it. No more lag. Okay. Yeah, finish your tree thing, I guess. Then grab up... For all I know, I have enough glass on me to do this, but grab up some glass and come meet me here, and by then I should have a frame that you can just sort of fill in.
Okay, that was weird. One of these trees grew up 5 extra spaces.
Really?
Yeah,
Did you chop it down?
I just did.
Okay.
Again.
Okay. That's weird. I've never seen that with a birch tree. Well, no, I kind of have, but not. I've seen it in new maps. You know, like they procedurally are filled in. I don't think I've ever seen one just happen.
A lot of these are 4 extra, not.
What? I don't know what you're talking about.
I chopped down the first 2.
I understand what you're saying, that you chopped them down. I don't know what you mean that they're 4 extra. What?
And then there are 4, and then there are 5, and.
Oh. I thought you meant they were like 10 things tall because they
No.
were... Okay, no, that would be strange. I have seen that on new maps when you find like a birch forest and there's some that are really tall, but never seen one that just grows that tall. It could happen someday.
I'm used to them being, 3 more up.
Oh, I see. Well, it's okay. Whatever. Let's see. So that's... What? I'm basing this on this line, which is in fact 40, which is handy because that means I'm going to 80. Which means I'm going back here where I can just do this without any existing stuff in my way. So I want 90 by 80 basically. For now. Do I have room? I'll just hold this down and get this done. Which again is a couple of meters wider than it needs to be, 4 in fact, but that way it fits the numbers I'm expecting, and I can just figure it out from there. So 75, 80. And then this way should go to 50 if we're coming from 90, because there won't be anything back there. I guess if we're not terribly concerned about running out of glass, we can make this almost entirely flat. Like I don't have to worry about skipping the row where the wall is going to be. It can just be filled in, and we'll get it later. We'll fill up a wall too, but it doesn't matter if there's a substance to build onto exactly. That looks about right. And I guess later we can replace some of these with lights if we really want to. It just seems a little needless. If it's glass, nothing's going to happen. And this will get me back to what, yeah, 40 is where I ought to be going. So 15 more, which I have 9 more, so that's no good. Doesn't matter that I'm covering anything up with glass down there, because A, it's glass, and neat. And B, it's cool. Alright, give me more glass. Wait a minute. That's the center point, right? It's gotta be. Yeah. So, well, that's 1, 2, 3, 2, 3. So actually that is the wall. This is not the wall, so let me go over here so I can just set these down. I gotta go in, 2 on each of these, and then we'll have where the wall goes. This is a serious waste of glass, especially in Skyblock, but... Well, I mean, it's different now. I'm trying to think, could you buy glass from something before? Before where are we? Yeah, 114 is the village update. Or what are we? Yeah, 114. 113 was the oceanic one. Aquatic one. Losing track. Which is funny because that means I keep forgetting all the good stuff we got with like the combat update. Where we got end cities and whatever else. All that anyone remembers is you can't spam monsters with a sword anymore. Which I guess there's a new combat update in the works, so that'll be... You still won't be able to spam them, but that actually works out nicely. That is a wall, so... Or it will be. I think. Should be. you still doing the trees?
Yep.
Jeez.
You know how you tend to overdo things?
I've heard that, yeah. I made the thing too big?
Yeah.
I was actually thinking I made it too small, partly because it's like a dumb number, so it's like not... On one side, the dirt's closer to the edge than the other side. It just really bugs me. I guess we could scale it down if we wanted to. Tear some of it out so it matches.
I'm pretty sure that when I'm done here, the tree box is going to be full.
Cool. That's kind of what we want.
That's why I stopped after cutting it down once.
Right. Oh, meanwhile, we're already 20 minutes into this. I don't know how much of this I'm going to get finished before in the next 10 minutes. Then again, apart from just saying we're making the thing out of glass and deciding how to kill the iron guys when we get them, I guess. Get the frame built, and whenever you get over here, I don't know.
Yeah. I shouldn't have started on this.
That was kind of my argument, yeah. That one does suck. We can't have that. I mean, we could, but we don't want it there. Can I have it back? Okay, let me just make sure I know what I'm talking about. That should be 50 by 40, 51 by 41, 52 by 42. So that's going to be like 52 by 38. Yeah, that makes sense to me. Look out with this. Let me just give myself a place to land. And then, technically this should be a couple of meters tall. Otherwise I'll just hop out, but for now I'm just going to do this. Oh, wait a minute. No, I'm not. What am I thinking? That's that. No, yeah, but no. I've got it right. I just wasn't thinking about it. I had it more right than I realized. On top of these are going to be the workstations. And then we'll have another pane of glass, whatever you call it, cube of glass above those, but just to prevent anything from escaping. But yeah, this has to be, the workstations have to be elevated to, oh, wait a minute. Oh, wait a minute. In there we've got slabs for a floor. I don't know if that's true. I might be building the workstations too high up.
You've got the slabs, and where the slabs aren't, you've got the beds behind.
That's what I'm thinking. Yeah, I think it'll be okay. I think I'm right. So maybe we're okay, yeah. Okay.
That was an ordeal.
Yeah, it would be. But anyway, the good news is I've basically got the, mathematically significant element done.
Okay.
I guess is a way of putting it. Like, if we get this wrong, it's a problem. Beyond this, it's just like 7 meters of fill in the blank, and that's something you wouldn't have to worry about exactly what's going on.
You saved me having to count.
Yeah, more or less, yeah. I guess it really is just counting, but still.
Very little difference when I'm involved.
I guess. That's there, right? It's really hard to see what I'm looking at with this stuff. Okay, that is the external wall. This is 1, 2, 3. So, like, well, that's actually open. Village over there. Bed goes here, and here, and here. So, and here. Which means open space in the middle, followed by a couple of beds. So, basically this has to be a square. I mean, it has to be filled in largely, but... bed, space, bed. And the reason it matters is I gotta... if I get this corner thing established, it'll give you an idea where to go, at least on a couple of axes. So yeah, from this, let me double check. Wall, bed, bed, space, 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 bed, 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 space, 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 bed, bed. And then technically beyond this is going to be, this will be a wall. So, given that, we want to fill in all of this. So everything to the north of me right now. And I don't know how much glass I have left at this point, actually.
Oh goody, I'm already misplacing glass.
Well, don't do that. So like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then technically 8 because wall. So I'll just walk back here. Probably could have contemplated dyeing this stuff some color so that we could see it, but yeah, I guess it'll be okay. You have some kind of silk touch stuff, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Okay, so there's that then. Therefore, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, wall. So yeah, everything on the outer side of this one thing I'm doing in the middle
Okay.
needs to be glass. And technically just one level, don't worry about going up. Okay, there's that. And then that one is technically established, although I guess I could make a point of proving it. And, yeah, beyond this point we actually drop down one to make a, you know, whirlpool thing that pushes them into another cactus or whatever I use. Without the thorn bush, I guess it's probably a cactus, because unless we make the middle out of some kind of stone, I don't want to use lava, and I don't see an advantage to using lava, because that would change the altitude of what we're going to be doing. Oh, I got like 5 stacks left. I can just fill in stuff that I see, and yes. Can you see this stuff?
Barely.
Okay, I didn't know if it was just me. Like it could be.
I mean, it's obviously there. There's some...
Yeah, but it's really just hard to focus on where exactly it is. I'm thinking dyeing it would have been smart, but that would have been a big, long hassle. And certainly could have dyed it whatever color, I guess red is what roses are, obviously. So I would think. It'd be hideous, though, just a bunch of red glass. I don't know, maybe it's okay. Doesn't matter now, it's done. Well, it's not done, but it's too late. I'm trying to remember suddenly, it doesn't matter that much, I'm just curious whether ivy will stick to glass. I'm not sure either way. This is really useful stuff for having something they can't climb that we can.
Yeah.
But I don't know if it'll stick to this stuff, so it might be an issue. Let me have this and that, and then I got one more. Oh, well, I can't tell where the hell I am. That's terrifying. Okay, let's not do that. Once there's a wall, it's going to seem a lot safer, I suppose. For now, it's just disturbing. And having never actually built a village out of glass before, I suddenly wonder if I should be assuming that they'll breed on this stuff. I can't think of a reason they wouldn't. But I don't know.
Think they're gonna be too afraid?
It's kind of what I was thinking in a way. It's like, wait, does this work? Because they're breeding right now on slabs. I mean, that's the most spawn-proofed, it's like the original spawn-proof block. More or less. Maybe leaf block. Well, I'm trying to think when we got clippers. That wasn't in the game originally. I mean, that's going back to like 10 years though, so it doesn't really matter. It's just academic. It's trivial. I think I might have enough on me to finish what I'm doing. And then we gotta do something about the middle, although I gotta also figure out how I'm gonna get in and out. Exactly. You didn't fall, did you?
No, I thought I was about to, but...
That was the you fell down noise that you make when you fall down. Alright, so amusingly I don't actually have enough now to finish what I was thinking about finishing, but I can put this down and at least, you know, plot out where these go. I mean, I can go get more, it's not a problem. I'm just thinking more toward the center point that needs to be figured out.
Random gaps are a little intimidating.
Yeah, it's an issue, because it's hard to see. It's not that you can't see the glass, although that's somewhat true. It's more that you can't see which is and isn't glass when you've got some sporadic element going on.
Oops.
I think that's all I have, right? So you're going to need about 30 to finish this wall thing I'm doing. I'm going to go get something else, too. God, I can't see anything.
I also need more glass anyway.
Oh, okay. I guess I can just stone brick the middle. Actually, I could probably just use that. We have so much of this damn stuff. Let me have, I need about 400 of these. That's great. Let's just pick up what I can get. Doesn't matter what else. Oh. I need that, technically. Oh, no, I'm not over a surface down there, am I? I didn't even think of that. I guess somewhere I won't be. Yeah, we can get over here and just where I haven't even filled this in yet. This ought to be safe. Are we... Yeah, we're actually over time now. So thinking about it, well, let me just do this real quick in case anyone's particularly concerned about understanding something. I don't know who's viewing this as a tutorial, but let that drop down a bit. You know what? No. I'm going to hold off on this. We'll do it next time. Because I realized I'm going to want to be certain I'm at the right altitude. Where are you? So we'll,
Oh, I was trying to fix a mistake and made another one.
Yeah, it's cool. Here. Maybe. We got to go for now, so, yeah, I'm not going to be able to wave. I'll threaten people with a shovel. Alright, we'll get out of here, pick this up basically in a minute, but for now I'll just kill the runtime and we'll start up next time and see you then. Bye.